What up, all my poker bro and broettes? It's your boy C Dazzle in the Heezy at it once again. We are in a giant qualifier to try to get into the super duper high roller SMPO event qualifier number 82 on Ignite, and a huge missed opportunity with that ace four versus the deuces and that ace king. I don't know if we're going to be able to get up in there up front. I know it's been a while. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. Still at it every day, just haven't been posting. But how do you get back on there? You just continue on with poor cruddy videos, and as long as they get made, get sent in there, we're doing our due diligence, right? So I guess this one kind of hits home because it's $150 buy-in. And it's $150 buy-in, and that's just for the qualifier to win a seat into the $1,000 Tuesday super duper high roller. $150,000 guaranteed, $1,000 buy-in. I got very close recently, and it's just a scratch that I've been wanting to itch. Take that back. It's an itch I've been wanting to scratch. Here's where it starts getting interesting. I finally pick up something playable in position, folds around to me. I decided to bring it on in for a double. I get called by the blinds, and this guy has a massive stack. And I'm worried like no other, because I bet I get called on the flop, and I'm thinking, what the hell can I beat that he's calling with, like what is he floating with? But he ends up folding. I bet 180 on the flop. I bet 150. I down bet on the turn, and this guy folds. And I'm telling you, that was the best feeling ever, because that was make or break right there. So it bolstered us up to 1800. I pick up this king jack right after, and I decide to limp fold to the small shove, and I think we could have saved 200 if we would have played it differently. Here's another interesting spot. Ace 10 suited, blinds are 1 and 200. We got starting stack of that 1500. We get a limp right before us, which is kind of interesting, but it kind of threw off the way maybe I would have played that hand. And sure enough, the small blind entered, the big blind checked, and now we do have a shove from the small blind, who probably wouldn't have even been in the hand if we would have played it differently. I look back, I think we should have isolated, probably should have shoved all in, probably could have got the small and the big blind to fold, would have been back at the under the gun, who ended up folding to the shove anyway, so probably didn't have premium. He probably had something like Quinn, which we beat, and we could have won a big pot or took it down pre-flop, and instead of losing 200, we could have gained about 600. Nonetheless, we end up with Rockets short stacked. Keep in mind, this tournament, the connection and something with the site was very laggy and luggish, and it seemed like it was everybody, because, well, look at that. I get no action with the aces, even with the 800 chip stack on 150, 300, and we pick up sevens right after. And we have no choice on 2 and 400 but to put it in against that big stack. And sure enough, he had king queen, hit a king or a queen, but we hit that 4 beautiful spades for that flush to give us a nice little double triple up, bringing us up to a healthy stack. And like I said, I mean, it was so luggish that it was really hard to play, let alone I was missing hands. I mean, the screen wouldn't even load. So you see those 4s right there. I didn't have a choice but to fold them. I was away playing on my phone. I actually darted home as fast as I could with all that Cali traffic, you know what I'm saying? And when I got to my computer, guess what? Nothing was any better. It was still just lagging out, time going all the way down to the bottom. It seemed like this was happening with everyone, because people were just sitting out like no other. Everyone's time bars were just going down to the bottom. And I honestly complained to the site that this was happening, because it was affecting my play. it was making it almost impossible to play. And I was getting errors like this. Sorry, you can't come in. Table no longer exists. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, how am I supposed to play? And then on top of that, I'm supposed to keep like a even tempered manner, you know, like a well-mannered, like positive, just level-headed chi when. So as you can see, I wanted to shove that King 9 suited UTG, and it just didn't happen. We missed the Ace 6 shove onto that big blind short stack. Missed that King 9 suited. Ended up putting it in with Ace Deuce, hitting Ace on the flop, and the King Queen big blind hit a 10 on the river for a straight, and that was it. We're out. So we ended up getting like 12th place. We needed like top 9 or 10 for that beautiful $1,000 ticket. They ended up reimbursing me, which was cool, but still, just not the way I like to finish. I think if we would have got really aggressive, and if you know, the game would have allowed me to play, I could have just shoved, and who knows. I got better quality content even for myself coming up shortly. I'm going to continue on. I love these qualifiers. I'm going to break down the hands played and you know, not played and everything in between. Just the juiced out nitty gritty. Thanks for tuning in, and more content to come in the future.